Welcome to this Pride of Dakota feature. Social media and smartphones allow us to do business at the speed of life, even when the business partners are located in different ends of the country or even the world. Staying connected and sharing ideas is critical in these types of business ventures. In this episode, we'll visit with Melissa Ahonen of BBT Style about her working relationship with country music star Adley Stump. BBT Style, formerly known as Baby Button Tops, was officially started in 2010 by Melissa Ahonen in her home sewing studio located in Lincoln, North Dakota. BBT Style has collaborated with country music sensation Adley Stump to create a line of headbands known as the Adley Stump Collection. Joining us in the studio now is Melissa Ahonen, the owner of BBT Style, and on Skype, live from Nashville, we have Adley Stump. Welcome, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
So let's just set the stage a little bit here. Adley, you start singing in college. I just cannot get over this. You start singing in college, and about a year and a half later, you are in the battle rounds on season 2 of The Voice.
Oh, even quicker than a year and a half.
Was it a year quicker than a year and a half?
It was probably.
What took you so long?
It was a week later.
I know. It was, well, I started, college. It was like right at the end of my senior year, and then was, I think, filming for The Voice 6 months later.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it was so fast. It was just the craziest thing because I like I said, I'd never thought about doing that. You know, I didn't know I even could sing. So it was definitely one of those blessings that comes out of nowhere.
Well, you know, when you see The Voice, you see all these videos of these people like, I've been singing since I was in the womb, you know, and it shows them with a guitar. And so, I mean, it's like unbelievable. They have these long histories of song. And then you come in and say, oh, yeah, I started like last year.
On Dare.
On a Dare in college.
Yeah,
so
they had a bunch of cheerleading photos for me, I think.
So, Melissa, tell me briefly, how did this whole relationship between you and Adley start?
You know, I saw her on The Voice and loved her style, her look. I don't know, just her personality. I just loved her personality, and later finding out our personalities do click. But I sent her a tweet on Twitter one night just saying I loved her style, her look, and would love to send her some headbands to see if she'd like them or not. And woke up the next morning from a message back to her. At first, I thought I was reading my phone totally incorrectly when I woke up. But so her and I started emailing back and forth, and it just grew from there.
Wow. And so, Adley, you're on the other end of this. I mean, with all this media exposure and now someone from North Dakota. And I think it started off where you just wanted her to wear your headband. You were going to send her some to wear.
Correct, yeah.
And then it morphs into this partnership.
Yep.
So well, how does that happen?
I think it came from where she had offered to send me some stuff and was super, super sweet. And I had been working with a couple different designers on starting a collection. Because when people saw me on The Voice, whether they loved the bands or they hated them, they're identifiable and people knew who I was from that. And so I was a marketing major in public relations. So knowing that, and I knew how to short flame to where people cared, I wanted to put my stamp there and incorporate that into my brand. And I got Melissa's tweet right about the same time. I decided I didn't want to continue working with those other developers. And so I kind of let her in as to what was going on. And she was very interested. And so we just started shooting. I think you were actually going to make me a custom one. Mm-hmm. And then it just kind of evolved from there. And then our business brains clicked.
Yep.
Wonderful. So this all is happening over the phone, right? I mean, you're doing messages or tweets or
Yep.
text messages or phone calls. Let me ask you this. Have you two ever met in person?
We have not. You know, she'll be in Fargo, I think, in March. And she's like, how close are you? And I'm like, well, how long are you going to be there?
I said about 17 hours.
We've not yet.
But that's amazing, though. And this is what I love about social media and smartphones and technology is that, you know, even when these people haven't met, you two just have this chemistry. And like you said before, you just clicked. And so now you have this, you're launching this Adley Stump line of headbands. Mm-hmm. And tell me about a little bit about the communication process, Melissa, from your end, and then we'll hear from Adley about, you know, this whole collaborative process.
Well, for me, I mean, getting messages and emails for me is a lot easier to get back to them than for Adley, I'm sure, because she's got much more going on. I mean, just emailing her, phone calls. I mean, I've even talked with her mom on the phone once. And I think that's really the point where I realized these two are great individuals. I can't wait to work with them. At that conversation, I think, was the final point where it's like, I cannot wait to do this. This is going to be amazing. And it has been. But yeah, just tweeting, emails, text messages, lots of text messages. We shoot each other messages all the time. Yeah.
She's generous to me too, because I'm trying to, it's like a balancing act, trying to balance about 15 different things and keep things going. And I just continue to be blessed and I'm a lot busier now than when we first got started. And so she's so wonderful to politely stay on me. Hey, I need you to email me or, mail me these things. I'm like, I am so sorry. And, she's just a wonderful person. And anybody who has met her, I haven't even met her, but I feel like I know her. I imagine it's going to be like the Twilight Zone when we actually do meet.
Probably.
But, hey.
Well, I know when she talks about you two, it seems like you two are almost sisters, like you've really created this bond. And Adley, I can imagine from your end, I mean, it has just gotten with the exposure and with your new career in music, your writing, you need that time. But I can imagine how critical smartphone technology and the social media is for you, and knowing that you're a public relations major as well.
Absolutely. There's a strong creative side to my brain. But I'm so thankful that I did grow up in college and in high school, just learning marketing and public relations. And so the business side of my brain is just so vital and has served me very, very, very well. And so I email, as often as I text, and I'm in constant communication, just pushing the ball forward and trying to put small stakes in the different aspects of my brand and the business that I want to grow. And Melissa is the cornerstone of fashion.
So tell me a little bit about, do you communicate mostly by a text or email, or how do you two communicate most?
Lately text, because I know she's writing a lot right now. I know she's in the studio doing a lot. So that's easiest, I think, just a quick message back and forth. It doesn't need to be too long. It's a quick answer normally, but text a lot lately, emails, phone calls if it's a long conversation we have to have and don't want to spend 20 minutes texting each other.
So who does what in the creative process then? As far as the design work and the inspiration for the line and quality control?
Melissa, hands down, is the backbone of everything. And she, for the Adley Stump collection part of it, and she's just so ambitious with all of BBT style, and specifically with the Adley Stump collection, she stays on me to she'll just text me pictures. Do you like this? And my response is usually, can we put more diamonds on that?
Right. So you're bling quality control, right?
She is.
Yeah, that's probably my title. Relationship. But she'll, text me, and I'm just thinking about, photo shoots, or I'm thinking about on stage and what really is going to bring out a lot of the outfits that I wear, or what colors work best with a lot of what I wear. And since it is such a huge statement piece, then there's certain qualities that I feel like the bands have to have for them to be outstanding on stage.
And I know that this is a classy line of headbands. This is one that, for the people that have the serious sass or want that little bit of edginess, my daughters love the headbands. If someone is interested in learning more about the Adley Stump collection, BBT, or even Adley Stump herself, how do you get a hold of the information, or where do you buy these headbands at?
Well, the collection is online on bbtstyle.com, and there's a full page just dedicated to the Adley Stump collection. They can also go on Facebook, facebook.com/bbtstyle. To find Adley, I'll let Adley roll her info for you.
Oh, Facebook, I think, is /Adley Stump. Twitter is @Adley Stump. And that's how Melissa and I met, and it's been definitely a cornerstone to my brand as far as growing new fans and maintaining the ones I have currently that have been with me since The Voice, is largely on my social media, Facebook and Twitter. You're right when you said it's a huge new tool, and if you're not utilizing it properly, your brand could really suffer. And so for me, pushing it forward and being in the entertainment industry, it really is vital.
Well, you two are such a great example of how social media can be done right. No matter where you're located in the world, you don't even have to meet, that you can create this great product together. I wish you both the best of luck in the Adley Stump collection. I know my daughters are looking forward to owning them all at some point. So that's going to be on me and my wife to make sure that they do that. So, but best of luck to both of you, and thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For more information on this Pride of Dakota featured member, or to find other feature podcast episodes, visit our website at prideofdakota.com or join the conversation at facebook.com/prideofdakota.